We'll see what craziness is happening.
The time for vengeance is here. Warsaw free from magicians!
Really? You really think magicians are your problem?
What are you here for?
We came for Rofe. Let's take this one too. We'll put them both to the torch.
People, everyone, stop! You can't do that. The good Lord is ashamed of you.
Stand back, Granny. It's gonna get gory.
100 games on your wish list? What do you think you are, a streamer? I've had 100 games on my wish list for long before I started being a streamer. Magicians aren't nearly as bad as mimes. This is true. I only have around 175 games on mine. Yeah, I think it's probably closer to like 150 I've got on mine, but I really need to go through it and see what games I'm actually likely to play. And keep an eye for sales on. Say that Roth has left town.
Rolf is not here. He left town like you wanted.
But you're still here. Get him.
Really should pare my wish list down to light no fire. Yeah, I know that is very high on your wish list, Card. I mean, sometimes wanting a thing is more fun than actually having a thing. Yeah, wanting it is more fun than actually spending money. In my experience. Okay, Lelek, Ipia. That's lovely. Okay, you're the first one that's going to be coming at me. Let's do that and use Lelek to get his focus down after. In the suffering? Yeah, after in the suffering state. Yep, I didn't slow him down. What's this? Prevent one from taking any action. Well, am I really stunned for 3 rounds? I can't do anything. Well, let's get rid of. Yeah, the burp is kind of cute in a really creepy way. Like an owl without feathers. Yeah, kind of. I like how he just pecks people and they're just like, what the fuck? And lose focus. That's basically his job. Not all of his attacks. Oh god, I need health. I would lose focus too if I was petted by a giant naked owl. Yeah, that's quite fair. At least I can actually do things now. You're not suffering anymore. We're attacking you to get my health back. Do that. Stop it. Rude. Oh, okay, I've got a 50% chance of dying in the next round. Okay, heal me. Cool. Managed to distract him so that he doesn't hit me. Shielding. Let's put an agony on you. Okay, you're gonna die. You've got a 50% chance. Let's make that hundo. And let's try and interrupt you. Punch his lights out. There we go. That was close. That was definitely a close one. Okay, let's just have a quick look at journal. Let's find out what happens at the brothel. Like, while I am going to like the coterie, I still want to find out what actually happened to Rasputin. So I feel like he either knew someone was going to blow him up or he blew it up to get attention and make it look like he's raised from the dead. Because he is full of himself. Willis. How do you bang your knee on the door frame? Like, I've banged my knee on basically everything in my house apart from door frames. Like, I am probably the clumsiest person I know. Oh, it jumped out at you. Okay. Like, I'm the clumsiest person I know, and yet I like doing DIY. So it's it's a thing. I have to like really focus not to hurt myself. This is mostly the reason.
People come up with.
The reason I'm clumsy is because I just I'm not 100% paying attention. Post-Thomas cult growing. Who hasn't heard about the tragic explosion in Owens? All of our hearts are grief-stricken and eyes swollen from crying. It was just yesterday that I had a chance to talk to Grigory Rasputin himself, who organized the ill-fated feast. No one thought that the mysterious miracle worker would soon disappear behind a sporting house door, never to show his face again. Rasputin was surrounded by a strange aura. He was magnetic, and though he preached, oddly enough, he did not moralize. He took everyone under his wing. After all, he did organize his pre-mortem feast by the sporting house, making use of its facilities. To what extent? I did not inquire into that. Recently, the number of his followers, or friends, as Rasputin himself would call them, has increased significantly. Now that the monk is no longer with us, Rasputin's cult seems to have become fact. The number of people praying to Rasputin is growing every minute. Just go see the ruins of the demolished body house. The faithful have built a shrine there to commemorate him. They stand guard by the coffin with the saints' bodies. They lay flowers and offer donations. There is even a baffling relic that draws a crowd of people wanting to at least skim it with their fingers. Though, judging by the covetous looks, most of them crave more. Rasputin, absent in spirit, lives on through his followers, and he might very well live forever, or at least longer than most mortals. Bouquet of freshly picked flowers. The flowers drooped sadly from their stems, as if they were breaking under the weight of helplessness. On top of that, they smelled the unspeakable grief of the person putting together a bouquet for their loved one who died in the explosion. It was a tragic death because it was so random. They were not the target. Why did this happen to them? A burned and mutilated body. The hands anointed the body with great care, wanting to keep it in the best possible condition. They rubbed the thighs, which seemed to be thinner, and a torso wider than remembered. Did fingers shrink so much after death? A thought crossed through my mind that maybe this isn't Rasputin's body, but no, one has to believe. Yep. It's not him. Missing person ad. Our dear friend Lucian Nadazinski has disappeared at an unknown time and under equally unknown circumstances. Neither his family nor friends know what happened to him. It's as if he had dissolved into thin air. Therefore, we kindly ask anyone who might know anything about the mysterious occurrence to provide information. Lucian is a middle-aged man of medium height and average build. No distinctive marks. I think this might be your friend. Obituary notice. Anelia Nadonska, now with the Lord, having died tragically in the recent explosion. The bereaved family would like to invite all friends and acquaintances to the funeral service. Yep. Shrine with relics. In memory of the great venerable Rasputin, his beautiful soul has gone to meet the Lord, but a piece of his body is here with us. A genuine relic of the great saint's body. Simply touch it to make all your worries go away. Leave a donation below. Can't go in there. Can't go over there. Okay. Does that say what I think it says? The touch of hands fondling the object of worship is imprinted on the jar. It remembers various feelings: sadness at the passing of a great man, which is immediately followed by bitterness, fragrant with longing. Also behind the colourful bouquet of emotions is also desire, such an immense pity. Okay. So, yeah, pretty sure it's not Rasputin in the coffin, and I'm pretty sure it won't be him in the jar either. The humor in this game always catches me off guard because it's such a dark game. What's in here? Moonshine bar. Okay, well, I guess maybe I was supposed to have gone in here before. Yeah, we found some very random things here, and you can just tell it's the dev's sense of humor coming through, and I really do like it. Yeah, I like dark humor too. Oh yeah, definitely. It's a good game and you should get it if you enjoy it. And like the way that I've been playing, you won't have seen everything even if you were paying attention. Like you might see the basic story, but there are actually was curious. There's a lot of careful wanted noses.
Intriguing.
There are many different endings. Some very subtly different, but some very different. Like I haven't really looked at what they are or how you get to them, but yeah, like you should definitely get this game if you enjoy it and you have the funds, because it is good. I like this. I like the dev team. I think they've done a great job. Keep listening.
Ik ga me niet met vijmen einzel beheften, met keine mein kein Wort zu reden. Es geht mir aus meine Keuches und Kräften, dem Teuer ist mir abzubegen.
I knew that if you were alive, you would show up.
Yep.
If not death, then what stood in your way?
Into hell. Yeah, if you do play the game, I would recommend either going all in on the pride or going away from it. Like, you'll understand what I mean. Because I think it feels like there's certain parts of story that are, or certain responses that are stuck behind either a low pride or a high pride. And I've kind of been going for the ones that I think are funny and the ones that are, but also not wanting to be a dick too much. So I've kind of gone in the middle ground, which isn't such a good idea. Rasputin. I bet they've heard what's going
A
on.
certain bearded friend of mine has kicked up a storm in the city. The town has gone crazy. I saw people furious at Thaumaturges. I never thought it was so easy to get pitchforks and torches in Warsaw.
Skawan seized the opportunity, and he's bringing in a new order.
That's why we waited so long. Without you...
Warsaw is no longer a city for thaumaturges.
Imagine not being a dick when playing games. Yeah. Find out how they spent the last 3 days.
What were you doing for those 3 days?
I was wondering how we could leave Warsaw in case you never came back.
I had a few wounded to treat, and I prayed that the next one wouldn't be you. What are we waiting for?
Rough, eh?
I thought our fourth companion had already met up with you and would be waiting here.
I said I would be here, so I am. I had to go get some aspirin.
Hmm.
Perhaps you'd consider acupuncture?
I don't like needles. My father was a tailor. Let's get on with this book club.
I hope you're ready and sorted everything out during those 3 days. Once we make the pact, there will be no going back.
Alrighty.
It seems we're ready.
Even though we have different motivations, I trust that the pact is our destiny. Follow my lead. I, Emir Bernakovich Falje, worshipper of Allah, yearning for the free Republic of Poland, declare willingness to form the pact and make the ultimate sacrifice for its cause.
I, Sarah Rivkin, follower of Moses, am willing to form our pact, hoping it will grant me freedom.
I, Ariel Rofe,
Hey, barbarian, good to see you.
circumcised atheist, have a debt of honor to pay, and I will pay it off or die.
Victor,
My name is Viktor Szulski.
what are your motivations for joining our pact?
Let's go for... I do want to protect Thaumaturges, and I do want to stand up against Russia. Let's go for protect Thaumaturges. I know it's not the prideful answer, and I've just said about going all in, but
I'm a thaumaturge.
I don't play
It
games
wasn't
well.
my choice.
I play them how I like.
But when someone seeks our blood, they should be met with the proper response. I'm not going to beg anyone for mercy.
Never again.
For that, I am willing to make the ultimate sacrifice.
L'chaim, is that it?
According to Stanisław's hypothesis, in order to conclude forming a pact, we need to read the instructions from the Black Grimoire together. Victor, focus on each of our dimensions now, and we'll help you read whatever Stanisław hid in the book. Focus on your heart first.
Yeah, imagine playing a game well. Yeah, you don't come here to watch somebody play a game well. You see the chaos that ensues when they play badly.
My heart reveals the first inscription before me. From now on, we have one heart that beats with one rhythm.
I felt a sort of relief.
Oh. Here's my friends.
Son of a whore!
I know that golden tale.
Yep.
Very impressive. Now, the other dimensions.
Thank you very much for following. I appreciate it.
Word, I can't read this inscription.
But I can, somehow. From now on, we speak with one voice as if we were one. Easy.
Is that how you acquire the power to read in a foreign language?
Continue?
Focus on the deed.
Inscription of deed. This one is resisting.
Let me act. From now on, all of our deeds are devoted to one common cause.
I feel a tingling in my fingers.
Stay focused, wizard.
Mind. This inscription evades me. It won't let me grasp it.
From now on, our mind will keep no secrets from itself. That's easy.
I've just been flooded with thoughts, and it's as if I've known you all my life.
A little scary, isn't it? But we'll get back to that.
This is interesting.
That's all.
So, it's done?
Do you still not get it? I know what your favorite color is.
Thank you, Victor. I didn't think I would get to experience something like that.
And Mir hadn't mentioned you, my mother?
I felt a kind of thought, a feeling. Yours. You didn't say you'd known my mother so well.
Yeah, I didn't ask for those kind of details.
I wonder if Victor's father knew.
Let's focus on the present. Do we know what to do?
Other than what has already been said, do you feel anything else?
My headache is gone.
Good.
Ariel, I'm sorry for your loss.
Likewise. And you, when were you gonna tell us the Okhrana chief was dead?
Since we have no more secrets, let's move on to the plan.
I think we're all thinking the same thing. That Tsarevich will have an unforgettable birthday.
Yes, this is our last chance at an audience with the Tsar before he leaves the city.
But we can't go in empty-handed. We need arguments that will push the Tsar to make the right decision.
Either he stops the violence or we will die. Any mistake will unavoidably lead us to the gallows.
If only we could get through to the Tsar's supporters.
This is not gonna go well.
And
Unnoticed by the regiment of his army.
We'd be able to get inside the Tsar's noggin.
Let's do it.
Huh. This is interesting. So, like, the Kotiri has kind of basically merged these four powerful thaumaturges together.
Oh, you're actually pleasant to look at now.
Thank you.
These people won't break in here, will they?
Just smile and check the invitations, Parnishka.
are your grimoires well hidden? Then we just need to get through the gate. Suggestions?
Pride is too low.
Please, I'm counting on you.
What are you waiting for? Don't worry. Pickle is on it. Did you hear that? That's our cue.
Liat, stay here.
Ladies first.
Distraction time.
But you can't.
Okay. We got in. Oh, most distinguished guests, are we? Alright, let's explore. Okay, they were talking about Svetlana.
I didn't think I would see you again.
Oh, hi, Amanda.
Here you are.
I might say the same about you. I thought you wouldn't be in the mood for a party.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, death for death.
Uh-oh. What exactly are you doing
Why are you
here?
here, really? What are you trying to do?
That's none of your business. Leave me alone, or I'll call the guards. They'll be happy to see a wanted fugitive.
This isn't over.
Uh-oh. Let's focus on that.
Am I sensing?
Yes. Rose. I wonder who left it here. Thorns hurt her fingers, but she doesn't notice. She put the flower back on the marble railing. Since the rose can't adorn his grave, let it forever remain at the place of vengeance. It feels right. She touches the weapon hidden under her clothes. It's warm. She's waiting for Scallon. Wanda. Someone is carrying a gun and plans to kill Scallon. I think I know who. Wanda. There's no way she'll make it out alive. It's a suicide mission. On top of that, her actions could interfere with the Cotier's plan. Alright, see you later. Thanks for popping in.
Vanda?
I told you to leave me alone.
I know you have a gun and you want to kill Skawan.
I was going to start with Koniechkin, but that coward got rubbed out by some random Genef. So it's Scowan's turn now. I'll kill him and anyone who gets in my way.
I have my own plans at this party.
I've got my own plans for the night, and you might upset my apple cart. I'm here with someone you know and respect. We are making a significant effort to fight for the cause without spilling blood.
Emir is here?
Yes, and if he means anything to you, put off your revenge and let us do what we need to.
Swear.
I swear. But now go home and let me act.
Okay. Let's go. Should we go in here? Yeah, let's go in here. And have a look around. Ooh, what's this sparkle? Unwanted gift. Letter bears the signature of Sophia Scallon. Dew on her bare feet, the wind in her hair, and the freedom that only a life among artistic bohemians can provide. And while Zakopane has welcomed her with love and acceptance, she sometimes finds herself longing for those who have known her since childhood, for the people who have seen all faces of Sophia Scallon. Ooh! I think... yeah, we met her earlier. Seems that Sophia went to Zakopane and delighted in the taste of freedom. Nevertheless, she gets homesick sometimes. I can relate. Freedom often goes hand in hand with loneliness. Aw. Well, I guess that means we know what happened to her. She went exploring. Oh, hi.
I can see you've picked the spot right in the thick of things. Are you having a good time?
Not too bad. I've just had a chat with a certain young lady in waiting. But we'll get back to that. I bet parties like this are nothing new for you.
I hate it here. Parties like this are the threshold of hell. In fact, my sister says I turned savage while in exile. What about the lady in waiting?
She told me that the Tsar is in one of the chambers on the upper floor. The stairs are guarded by Skawan's soldiers, and the Governor General himself is keeping an eye on the entire hall. We must make him look away.
I'll try to approach Scowen somehow.
Be careful. Is there anything else?
I still wonder.
Vanda is here.
I was afraid she might show up. Have you talked to her?
Yes, and I know she's planning to kill Scowen in revenge.
She will die. Worse yet, she'll ruin everything we've worked toward.
I took care of her. Apart from her hurt pride and ruined plans for the evening, she's safe and sound. There's something else that bothers me.
Tell me. I'll try to help.
Okay.
I'll come back later.
Good luck.
Okay, find out more about Skillan. I don't know if I should do this first or do something else first. I think I'm gonna go and have a look at what the other options are. Because I feel like sometimes I do things in the wrong order. Oh, Magdalena.
Magdalena?
I didn't expect to see you here, Thaumaturge.
You seem surprised to see me.
I saw how the explosion swept you away and threw you like a ragdoll. I thought you were dead.
Maybe I rose from the dead.
Don't blaspheme. Only Grigori will experience this miracle.
Yeah.
He will return, and with him the hope for chasing away the darkness of an uncertain future. For his grace will be with us. Do you understand?
Sure. What do you remember?
What do you remember from this explosion?
Chaos. Blood. It's hard for me to talk about it.
Raise the subject to the Nadinsky family.
What about Aniela and Lucian?
They are no
He's the one that was
longer with
missing.
us. They are already enjoying the afterlife.
They said
awaiting
Lucian was
salvation.
missing.
Do you think they deserved such a fate?
I thought I
Each
recognized
of
the name.
us has a different fate in store for them. Aniela was chosen. She died at Grigori's side. And Lucian just disappeared one day.
Yep.
I think he might have left because his fate wasn't strong enough. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I need to have clarity in my heart.
Do you believe someone wanted to kill Rasputin?
Of course. The first Christians were also thrown to the lions. Satan laid his hand on Grigori and tried to break him. But he will not bend. He will defeat death and return.
I'll let you work.
It's a mission, preaching the truth. For I tell you, having faith in yourself is treacherous, but having faith in him is the right way.
No. He's been comparing himself to Jesus since I met him. Okay, something else is happening here.
These spirits tell me you can't go any further. I can see a certain old hag there.
Would it be Countess Lermontova?
Indeed. She and her family are thick with the Romanovs.
So she must know a lot. I would talk to her, but I'm afraid she'll recognize me and call the guards.
You want me to do it, I reckon.
Yep.
Keep her busy, and I'll see what I can learn from reading her belongings.
That's what I'm thinking. I suggest you start with Donut.
Donut?
Her dog. The Countess's thoughts cling to him like a barnacle.
Oh, her dog's called
Go.
Donut.
I'll meet you here when you're done.
That's cute. Platter of snacks. Someone barely nibbled on the food, starving in the name of elegance, remains in style. Thoughts full of doubt nestle themselves between the eclairs. How is her beloved son to become independent if he keeps living with her? He could use a new villa worthy of the Lamont name. Where to get the funds for it? What if... Where's her doggy? Doggo? Oh, her dog's there. I'll talk to the dog in a second. Purse. Elegant, unguarded, just begging to be stolen. Purse is bulging with arguments. The Tsar was already close to approving the confiscation of estates belonging to Thaumaturges, and she, Countess Lamont, will see to it that he finally makes his decision and the money will be used to protect single mothers. Another battle won for her. And... Doggo!
Good boy.
Good boy. The famous donut in all his glory. I don't think he likes me. Shreds of a clever plan clung to Donut's soft coat. The confiscated funds, according to the Tsar's will, are to go to the needy. But who's to judge who deserves help and who doesn't? Her son is also in need, and it is her duty to help him. Countess wants to persuade the Tsar to proceed with confiscation of estates belonging to Thaumaturges. Why? She plans to embezzle the money and use it to build a villa for her son. The word disgusting fails to convey the severity of the situation. Doggo. Oh, he's a little, is that a beagle? He look like a beagle? Doggo. Okay.
How was your chat with the Countess?
Better tell me what you have found. Wait, don't say it. Just focus on it.
Oh, shall I flirt?
Let's not mix duty and personal life, all right?
Just checking if it works.
Sure.
You've played BG3, always flirts. Okay, I'm gonna focus on my concerns.
Are you afraid the old lady will take everything from you and your sister to build a new palace for herself?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't resist it, but I can sympathize. I can feel how important it is for you. The Countess pitched me a lovely story about how the confiscated goods would be used to help the needy.
We both know she's lying, and her decree is already on the Tsar's desk, ready to be signed.
I like these new abilities more and more. And now try to read what I think about it.
Read Samara's
You
mind.
want to get back at her? I never thought revenge was in your nature.
I'm thinking we might try to make the Countess tell everyone what she thinks out loud. So, I'll take care of everything.
First express your gratitude.
Thank you for trying to help me. I really appreciate it.
I might not have been born into a fortune like you, but I know what real loneliness is. And now that we've formed a pact, I finally have somewhere I belong. And I won't have anyone mess with my people. Fine, let's do it. Watch and listen carefully. There's one more thing I would like to ask you. I feel confused about the plan to confiscate properties. Could you explain how it's really going to work, and to whose advantage?
But of course. As soon as the Tsar puts his signature on it, the Lermonts will take over the Thaumaturge's properties for a contribution to the fight against those parasites.
Mother, keep it down.
Don't be ashamed, son. You did agree to this. It would be a pity if that money was wasted. And this way, we can build you a beautiful mansion so that you can finally move out. And what good would the money do to the poor? They would just throw it away.
On food.
Mother, we should go now. Madame, please excuse us.
That was fun. Okay. I'm gonna guess that Roth is over this way. Who do we have here? Who are you? Oh, Sergey. I think I remember you. You were at a party that I was at.
A familiar face. Good evening.
Are you trying to cook up another scandal?
Expressed astonishment that his friends are not with him.
The last time I saw you were accompanied by two gentlemen. What happened to them?
I needed some space.
Why are you being so hostile?
Sergei, why the hostility?
Let's see. Because you humiliated me. Because you ruined my chance to get happily married.
It would not have been happily
Sophia
married.
has traveled across the ocean just to stay away from me.
She never wanted you.
Sergei, we both know that Sophia never treated you seriously. She led you on for her own enjoyment and to spite her father. But she couldn't fool a thaumaturge.
You opened my eyes to the fact that she never loved me, for which I will be eternally grateful. Nevertheless, I need to ask, what are you actually doing here?
I'm here with my friends.
I'm here with my friends.
Are they thaumaturges as well?
Why do you ask?
I believe you should listen to me.
What do you want to tell me?
Yes? What did you want to share with me?
I was recently elected to the city council. I've also been attending audiences with Tsar Nikolai. Things that are now being discussed at the top are making me worried.
Let's congratulate him.
First
Be
of all,
polite.
congratulations on the high-profile job.
Thank you.
What are you specifically worried about?
The council has prepared a series of anti-thaumaturges decrees. They only need to be signed by the Tsar. In the decrees, Skawon advocates for such ideas as exile or creating adjustment clinics. Shall I go on?
I'd like to know some specifics. For example, those clinics.
That's the most ruthless part. Do you know what a lobotomy looks like? That's how these places are meant to socially adjust thaumaturges.
Wow. Yeah.
But you didn't hear it from me, all right?
I didn't expect to find an ally in you.
Likewise. Please, be careful.
Oh. That's nice.
Thank you, Sergei. That's enough.
What are you going to do?
Don't know yet.
I'm going to get through to the one who can help me with that. Have a good evening.
Wow, okay. Let's see if anyone else... No, doesn't look like there's much else to do around here. Make sure to go for a little walk. Oh,
Shursky.
I went the wrong way.
Interesting sight. A bourgeois waiter.
Hi.
You do realize that you are still a wanted man?
I didn't expect we would see each other again. After Rasputin's death, you tucked your tail and went crawling back to your old masters?
I've never doubted the great mystic, unlike you. Rasputin chose me to be the executor of his work.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I need to think of some good stream starting notifications. I just can't, like, I'm not that funny.
Where were you when Rasputin was blown up along with Aunt Yaja's brothel?
I was where he had ordered me to be. I don't question it.
And if he told you to organize the explosion, you wouldn't question that either?
This is none of your business, Shursky.
So you also got the fake letter. But unlike me, I guess you actually believed its contents.
You are not worthy enough to find your way to Rasputin, so be silent, Judas scum.
Wow, I did not betray.
The entire world will serve him, and I shall be his right hand. Me alone, perhaps.
Mock his fanaticism.
You know you're not the only helper here, right? There's also Magdalena.
Magdalena preaches Rasputin's word, just like he told her to.
And she brings him new converts. What about you? You coordinate the operation while hiding in the bushes? I keep thinking, what's Rasputin's plan for getting an audience from the Tsar? And how is someone like you going to help him accomplish it?
He speaks to me and chooses my targets. The blade doesn't ask where to strike and why. I've already received my orders. Rasputin will never forgive you, and when he returns, he will reward me for bringing you to justice, for I am his hammer that smites the witches.
I should have just left. Great. With that, here. Can't do anything about him. Can't do anything about him. Can still break them though, potentially. Reduce damage. Yeah. I just need to focus on getting their focus down. I'm gonna just attack and then reduce their focus, I think. Because that's not bad. Because I'm not planning on reducing his focus. He's too easy.